We are stepping into the best time of year to buy a laptop for graphic design and digital art. And in this video, I'm going to show you the most common laptops that go on sale during this holiday season, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holidays in general, as well as show you how to pick the best laptop for your needs as a graphic designer or digital artist so you don't pick the wrong one. Let's dive right in. First up is the HP Pavilion Plus with the i5 1240p. Now this laptop does not have the best color gamut range, so if you are a digital artist or graphic designer that really cares about having color accuracy on your screen, then I would not recommend this laptop. I'd recommend another laptop on this lineup. Now, however, this laptop is priced very well and will get great performance inside of the most common creator apps like the Adobe Creative Suite, Affinity Suite, Figma, or Sketch. Now, keep in mind, when we look at the Asus ZenBook 14 OLED, this laptop would be great for color gamut range. It comes with an OLED display, which is highly color accurate, has a 100% sRGB. Now, this laptop has great performance, equal performance of the previous laptop, but $100 more for that quality OLED screen. Now, next is the Acer Swift 3. This laptop comes with a powerful i7-12700H processor, an OLED display for great color gamut range, and you get 16 gigs of RAM. The first two laptops had 8 gigs of RAM. I think that's a good starting point, but honestly, 16 gigs of RAM is where I think it's best to keep your laptop. Because if you're opening multiple softwares at the same time, let's say you're an Adobe user, so you're using Photoshop and InDesign at the same time, and maybe you're designing a little graphic in Illustrator, that allows you to have everything running smoothly. And every time you open an application, it will pull from the RAM. And so you wanna have enough RAM to cover all of your bases. Next up is the Asus ZenBook S13 OLED. This laptop is a bit more on the pricey side compared to the Asus ZenBook 14 OLED. This laptop comes with a Ryzen 7 6800U and 16 gigs of RAM, as well as a color accurate OLED display. Really nice pick, a little bit more expensive, but a great option. From there, we go to the Lenovo Yoga 7i and 9i. These both have the i7 1260p, solid color gamut range, and I love the 16:10 aspect ratio on this laptop. It gives for a really nice working space, a lot of screen real estate. So Lenovo sent over these 3 Lenovo Legion 5 Pros, and as soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers, we're gonna kick off a giveaway to celebrate passing the 100,000 subscriber mark. The faster we get there, the sooner the giveaway is coming your way. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this video, and drop a comment of how you would use a Lenovo Legion 5 Pro. Next is the Apple MacBook Air M2 or the Pro M1. Both are great picks. Both have good color gamut range. To me, the Apple products are great for an on-the-go creator because they have fantastic battery life. They get full performance while on battery life. You really can't go wrong with an Apple MacBook Pro or MacBook Air in regards to being a graphic designer or digital artist. Now, next is the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360, one of the best performing i7 1260p equipped laptops that money can buy. It got one of the best scores in Photoshop. So that means it's a fantastic creator laptop. I use that Photoshop benchmark to check the performance of a laptop for graphic designers and digital artists. That's a killer buy. So if you can find that one on sale, that is fantastic. Now the prices reflected here are the average general retail prices that I see. So anything better than that would be a great deal. Definitely check the sales. The links will all be in the description below. So if you make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. Now, next up is the Asus Republic of Gamer Flow X13. This is a fantastic laptop if you're looking for solid battery life with a lot of performance, and you occasionally do some video editing or very complex Photoshop work. Now, this is a 2-in-1 laptop, so it's great for digital artists because you can easily go ahead, grab this laptop, flip it completely over, and turn it into tablet mode. And you can have your pen and work on your projects or designs very easily using this laptop. One of my favorite laptops that's got a great 16:10 aspect ratio screen, and as I mentioned, great battery life. So can't go wrong with the Flow X13. Also, if you're a light video editor, has a dedicated GPU, so it makes it great for video editing. Next is the Dell XPS 13 Plus, one of my favorite minimal design aesthetics. If the Bauhaus designed a laptop, I feel like this is what it would look like. The trackpad is invisible. You have these hidden function buttons here along the top of the bezel. Just really cool. really cool laptop. By bezel, I meant the keyboard deck. And so this laptop just has such a minimal aesthetic. It's got great battery life, great performance with the i7-1260p, and it's an aluminum build, which I think the Dell XPS aluminum build quality. I first had one of these laptops when I started my YouTube channel. I loved it as I was working away from Mac products. It was actually my first Windows laptop, and I really liked it. The Asus VivoBook Pro 16X OLED, that will be a great laptop for color gamut range and color accuracy. It'll have great performance with that Ryzen 7 5800H series processor. And if you're gonna be doing a little bit of video editing, that RTX 3050 Ti will serve you well for 4K video editing. Next up on the list is the HP Envy X360. This is the 16-inch model. This comes in a whole slew of configurations on the HP website. One of the best configurations personally, I think, is the i7-1260p with the Intel Arc GPU. That's the A3700. Nope, not 3700, A370M GPU. That's 4 gigs of VRAM. That'd be perfect for a designer. Give you great abilities to have an external monitor, to do a little bit of video editing. It's a powerful laptop that I definitely recommend. Now, one of the neatest laptops on this lineup is the Acer Concept D3 Easel. The weird thing is they haven't really updated the CPU in this laptop in quite a while. I've seen an i7-11800H, but I often see the i7-10775H with an RTX 3050 Ti. This will still be great performance inside of Photoshop, inside of the Adobe Design Suite, Affinity Suite, Figma, Sketch, but it's just not the newest CPU. I think that they were trying this laptop and then just thought it had enough performance, which it does. It performs very well, but it's just weird they haven't updated it with the latest gen CPU. But what that means is you can get it for a really good price. I think you can probably find them just over $1,000 or below $1,000 during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday holiday sale. So keep an eye out on that one. It has a articulating screen, so you can rest the screen on the keyboard deck, draw on it. It's a really nice design. The HP Omen 15 and 16, great performance. Good color gamut range, not great. But if you're gonna be getting into video editing, this is where I would recommend this laptop. Otherwise, I would go for just an i7-1260p laptop. But if you're also a gamer, this HP Omen could be great because you got a big and dedicated GPU. But as we get into these more powerful laptops, either you are gonna use this laptop for design, art, and gaming, or you're gonna be doing some video editing. That's where the benefit comes in with these higher end laptops as we move forward. The Asus Zephyrus G14, G15, and M16, powerful laptops for video editing, powerful laptops for gaming. They have good color gamut range, about the 100% sRGB color gamut range. So if you're buying one of these, I'm expecting you to do some gaming or to do some video editing along with your design or art. The HP Spectre X360, similar to the HP Envy, just a slightly different build. It's gonna have, a little bit more of a design aesthetic. It's gonna have like rounded edges on the edge of the keyboard deck. I do like this one. Slightly better than the Envy. It's a little bit more higher quality model. It's gonna run a little bit more expensive depending on the configuration you get. Next up is the MacBook Pro Line-Up. Like I mentioned earlier, the MacBook Pro is gonna be great on-the-go creator laptops. I honestly think the MacBook Pro M1 Max or M1 Pro is kind of overkill for graphic design or digital art. However, if you are a video editor, then this would be a good pick. However, I would honestly just keep you at the MacBook Pro 13 M2. It's gonna be the best price point. It's gonna be just as powerful as you need as a graphic designer or digital artist. However, if you want more performance as a video editor, then it makes sense to get the 14 or 16-inch model with the more powerful GPU. Or if you want a bigger screen, then it makes sense to get the 16-inch model. But it's an expensive laptop. It's almost $1,200 more to get the 16-inch screen versus the 13-inch screen. I personally, if I was a graphic designer, I would just go with the MacBook Pro 13 M2. I would upgrade that to 16 gigs of RAM and I'd feel pretty confident with the power that I needed. Next up is the high-end laptops for graphic design. Again, the reason these laptops are on this list is either A, you're a video editor and you need the more performance. You need to have a dedicated GPU and you're also a designer, or you like to game. Or these laptops have kind of some neat features. For instance, the Dell XPS 15 is an all aluminum laptop, carbon fiber key deck. It's a really neat aesthetic, thin and light, good build quality. The Asus ProArt Studio Book Pro 16 OLED has the coveted dial. I think the dial is an awesome feature for photo editors and graphic designers because you can set up shortcuts. You can rotate your brush size, change your brushes, change the opacity. You can go ahead and swap through tools very quickly using the dial. It's a very, very nice booster in the workflow category. I really like that. So again, these laptops are just becoming more powerful, having good color gamut range. I include them here because a lot of people ask about them and they ask, hey, would this be good for graphic design? Absolutely. These are plenty powerful for graphic design, but I think it might even be overkill if you're only using these for graphic design. Now the MSI Creator Z16 is a nice, large 16-inch laptop with great color gamut range. The performance is overkill for graphic design, but the aesthetic of the laptop being all aluminum, being very good build quality, and having a color accurate screen is not overkill because that is something you can have as a designer to have a great quality laptop. Punch for punch, which one are you considering? Definitely comment below and let me know. Otherwise, the links will be in the description of this video so you can make a purchase and check the live pricing. And definitely subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the 100K subscriber giveaway coming up once we reach 100,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys here in the next video.